Craig Catalina. I'm going to show you my take on the compost barrel for spinning your compost and making compost for your garden. I've decided to put mine on a yard cart so I can move it around the yard into the sunny and shady places because we have a small amount of room to make our compost. Let's get started. Here's my barrel. Here's my garden cart. I've cut these 2x6s because I'm going to be just kind of eyeballing the first part of this where I want it. And I found out for me, the best thing to do is to have my wheel centered in this notch because then it can't jump out of its place when you're rolling it. I also found that the wheels cannot go into this notch because there's a clamp here that will catch on the wheel as it spins. So I have my wheel will be running a little bit uphill from where that bracket is. So I'm going to put this here. And now this is lined up. And now I'm ready to attach my base pieces. I'm going to pre-drill a hole. Okay, for my purposes today, I've cut two 24-inch 2x4s of redwood. They match up with the 2x6s on the cart. These are the wheels I'm going to use. I've already figured out where I want them. You have to decide depending on what kind of wheel you buy. I found for me, coming 3.5 inches in from the curve of the spinner, the bearings is the perfect setup for me. Now I take this and I turn it a little bit sideways on the board, if you notice, because that way we're not lining up with the grain. If you start lining up grains, you're going to get cracks. If you're using stationary wheels, they don't spin like this. You're going to have to get your measurement, and then you're going to have to pre-drill. Like I have to pre-drill anyway. You have to pre-drill so you don't start creating cracks in your board. Okay, so because this is a caster wheel, I have to freeze it in place. And so what I did was I drilled a hole offset of the caster bump here and just put a screw in to hold it in place. And I also like to set these wheels up so, because this angles away, the pressure is constantly going to be pushing out. If I push it in, I run more of a risk of the wheel jumping out and the barrel falling. Okay, we have our wheels in place. I'm going to set my barrel. So I pre-drilled a few holes in an angle so I can just tack this thing down, and then I'll really tack it down well when I get everything the way I want it. What I'm doing here is I want to have a piece here to make sure that this barrel doesn't want to get away. You can see the wheels fit perfectly in the notch, but you do have to put an end board to hold the barrel in place, because when the wheels are on top of this curve, it tends to make the barrel want to slide off the end of the board. But other than that, everything works great. My wheels in, it's nice and balanced, and it spins really easy. So now I have to cut the hatch, set that up, and put a vent on the end, and we're ready to compost. Here, our barrel is all set to roll. We're going to put in the hatch, the hinges, the locks, the mixer boards, and the vent in the end. And then we're going to be ready to, we'll have to wash it out, then we'll be ready.
All right, I have laid out the hatch, and I have gone between the dimples on the barrel because those do give extra support. So my hatch is going to be the width of the dimples and then 12 inches long.
This is what happens when you end the day and forget to protect your project from your daughter's delicates. I've cut the hatch. I've run a couple of 2x2s the length of the barrel because I like to support the hatch. It will be a weak spot whether you like it or not. So each one is inside of the barrel, and that will allow for the reinforcement of the area when you're cleaning and sticking a shovel in. You won't be tearing your barrel apart. Now we're going to put the hinges on and the locks and get ready to drill the holes for the air. Okay, so we've got our locks on. I used rivets to hold them on because screws just won't hold the plastic and you don't want to have to back it out with more wood. I've got the layout started for the holes I want to drill. By all the videos I've seen, it's optional how big you make the holes. So we've decided to make ours 3/8. Okay, I've drilled my holes. I'm about to drill the end cap. And when I'm done, it's going to look like this one. As you can see, it's very easy to move. And we also are going to be able to put a pan underneath to catch any moisture drippings that come out, so we can add that energy to our garden.